of W's. Heading over to the city, this player dominated in the 2K streets. So our award for city champion goes to ID Poi.
Go ID! Okay, heading over to the W, this player literally doubled the wins of any other in this mode. Congratulations to...
Welcome from Indianapolis, Indiana. A perfect night in downtown Naptown. They love their basketball in the Hoosier State. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the Pelicans starting group. Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Devontae Graham out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Smith in at the 4 spot. New season means new opportunity for young players. Grant, a chance for them to establish themselves in a pecking order.
You know, BA, teams always hope that a young player steps into a bigger role. This part of the year...
He is checked in for Warren. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4. C.J. McCollum is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Indiana trailing here.
And C.J. McCollum continuing to be one of the most elite mid-range and creative scorers around 15 feet. When the player gets a feel for that floater, can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Back to McCollum. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. And for McCollum, taking more threes might be good for his longevity as well, Brent.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. He's such a gifted shooter, and there are ways to get him out to the three-point line where he's standing and gets in a great rhythm. I think you're going to see CJ raise that percentage.
MP, the pass to Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Halliburton. McCollum pulls it in. The Pelicans have got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. From deep. He drops it from range. And it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Turner inside. Valanciunas covering. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. So both teams making some changes here. And there's a minute 45 left in the second period. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
MP outside. Pass to Duarte. Clock at 6. Inside. Out to Rubio. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And the Pacers making a change here. Heald's checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Jones comes in for Graham. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the...
I see him.
And So it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers. Giving them a clear advantage on possessions. All right, stick around. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, this has been one outstanding. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Out to the right wing. Here's Stevenson. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Miles Turner out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's MP. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
A lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Stolen by Valanciunas. Ooh, it's stolen away. In transition, here they come. Brogdon with the bucket. Brogdon's got 9 points here in the second half. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. There's McCollum with the 3. Warren with the rebound. Warren's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You know, T.J. Warren's accuracy is truly remarkable. Here's a guy who can really hit from anywhere. And even more than that, do it efficiently.
MP, the pass to Turner. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And now it's just a 2-point Pelican lead. Pass to McCollum. The shot off that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. You know, Grant, looking at Warren's precision shooting, he's used it to pull off some pretty staggering scoring performances.
Yeah, a few guys have had over 50 points in a single game before. When he gets in the zone, Warren can have a huge impact. But you know, it's the result of a ton of hard work developing that solid shooting.
No coverage that time. McCollum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brogdon against Graham. Brogdon with the bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. For 3, McCollum. Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Turner finds MP. Back to Turner. Here's MP. Pass to Stevenson. Now here's Turner. Valanciunas covering. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Stevenson. Knocks down the triple. He's got 5.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
The shot by Ingram, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brogdon, the pass to MP. Back to Brogdon. MP outside. Back to Warren. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 3rd assist of the night. There's McCollum with the 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 2. After a quick break, we're coming. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters being... Indiana ends up going with a new group, and the Pelicans making a change here. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter here.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Pacers.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Malcolm Brogdon.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. Larry Nance is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at the 2.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Indiana on offense. Pass to Stevenson. Now MP. McCollum defends. Now MP. 5 on the clock. Here's Duarte. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off.
This might be an uncomfortable question here, but what's it like to be the subject of so many trade rumors?
Look, John, it don't bother me because I know it ain't true. I haven't asked for a trade, and I don't plan on it either. Man, this team is like my family, and we all have our little tips here and there, but at the end of the day, family sticks together, man.
WNBA, Monty Johns, Los Texas, Aqua Ford, CEO, Agadin 2K, DJ Hyperslock, A6, and Tez. Along with all their friends who helped make full parties in the new 2K22 feature Play Online with Friends, Julian World, Malos, OFTX, OTKY, Truly ACXD, Don't Tell, and I'm For Real. This is George P. Burdell signing off, and see you online in the W.
That is a lot of W's in the W. And guess what? We're going to stay right here.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
Patrick Williams.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Our game tonight featuring the DA. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Therese Halliburton is accustomed to winning. He says anyone that's been around me knows how much I want to win. The goal, first and foremost, is helping change this culture.
Well, DA, clearly he wants to make his mark. Thanks for that report. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Turner. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Brogdon. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Taylor in a power forward. And for Chicago, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's going to be...
Substitution for the Pacers.
1 second left. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. MP is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Jackson. And it's Smith in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Rubio. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 on the clock. He doesn't hit that one. Bradley with some nice D. Pass to Green. Pacers with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
Pacers trail by 3.
And, Kevin, you tend to forget this about LaVine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
MP kicks to Rubio. Pass to Hield. Over Green. That one rolling around and runs out. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited. To see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Rubio against LaVine. Rubio taking his time here. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
The 9-foot shot. And that one's good. Caruso's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. And the Pacers call time here. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
So Chicago going with an almost intact. Do it for the first half. Bulls lead by. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game. for the Bulls. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Zach LaVine. There's the pass to DeRozan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Thomas is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Thompson, then there's Brown, and it's Jones in at the four-man position. And so Brown will bring it up for Chicago. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Ball with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They
This year, my team packed in more challenges and cards than ever, and this player put in the skills and the time to defend their title of My Team GOAT. That's right, a repeat winner. The award goes once again to Mong Long Hong.
Congratulations, My Team GOAT. All right, let's take a break from the awards to recognize another winner.
You all voted, and we now have the winner of our 2K TV Jersey Design Contest.
All of the
Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. At one forward, Kent Bazemore. At one guard, Avery Bradley. At the other guard, Russell Westbrook. At the other forward, Carmelo Anthony. The center is Anthony Davis. The head coach of the visiting team is Frank Vogel. Now, stand up, get loud. It's game time. Let's meet the starting lineup for your Indiana Pacers. At the other forward, 6'10", number 25, Jalen Smith. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At forward, 6'8", number 1, T.J. Warren. At guard, 6'5", number 7, Malcolm Brogdon. At guard, 6'5", 0, Tyrese Halliburton. head coach for your Indiana Pacers is Rick Carlisle. Once again, the starters for your
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here with you. Our analysts tonight, Chris Webber and Grant Hill. Also, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, BA. I mean, Anthony Davis is shining with the Lakers. LeBron said, quote, "There's a reason we wanted him here. He's a complete player. All he ever wanted was a chance. And now that he has it, we haven't seen the best of AD yet. He is just scratching the surface." Makes you excited, BA?
They make one heck of a tag team. Thanks, Allie. Here are the five for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is out there with Carmelo Anthony. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. And for Indiana, they've got Halliburton. He's out there with Malcolm Brogdon. T.J. Warren out there with Miles Turner. And it's Smith in at the 4. And here we are, Grant, coming up on Thanksgiving. Now, when you're at the table, what's the first food you reach for?
Oh, BA, I always go for the turkey. That's the foundation of my Thanksgiving eating. You got to start with that first and then work around that.
And it's going to be the Pacers.
Coming onto the floor
Getting ready for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Davis. Johnson comes in for Anthony. Monk, he's checked in for Bradley. And Nunn is subbed in for Westbrook. Pass to Turner. Healed up top. Jackson against Johnson. With the floater. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for Indiana, Lance Stevenson.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Well, he can be a one-man army, rebounding, scoring, and assisting. But Russell Westbrook knows he's got to rally those around him to win.
We got to do it together. And I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership. And that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Westbrook is all about winning, Grant.
Yes, he is, and his teammates will tell you as well. For all the stats he piles up at the end of the day, he's laser focused on getting the dub.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Pacers here, they've really been putting on a show.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. They've got Johnson. Malik Monk is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Boy, neither team able to find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, they just need to keep from getting discouraged. Keep running their sets. Something will eventually drop.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision, getting it to the open teammate.
Indiana leading. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
Different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. Outside Monk. Back to Nunn. And the layup is good. Nunn's got his second basket of the night.
And this is the next step for Monk, if you ask me. Improving his passing and court vision. Beautiful down.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Pass to Heel. And here's Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. Turner's gotten 4 this quarter.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Back to Nunn. Banked it in off the glass. Nunn's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come.
Jackson right side. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Well, here's 7-second. So it's Indiana going into the break up 12. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opponent. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I gotta say, MP, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. After everything I've done to get you here and make you feel at home, how is it exactly that you want out this early in your career?
It's business, Mr. Lesser. This is nothing personal.
Nothing personal? Okay, that makes me feel better.
Okay, look, I'm still willing to work with you.
How's that?
I'm just gonna keep things quiet. Still giving my all on court. I'm not looking to bring any problems to you.
There's really no changing your mind here?
It's just not gonna work, Mr. Lesser.
Okay. Your representation will let you know when a resolution has been reached. In the meantime, keep this out of the press.
You have my word.
On the show.
Absolutely. Well, the results are in, and the reason why we're bringing you on the show is because you are the winner of the jersey design contest.
Oh man, that's a blessing to hear. Like, for real, Trill Talk, that's amazing. You know, I'm sure my teammates gonna be happy. That 250 KBC gonna come in handy with my center.
Now, one thing I love about you is that you're actually designing these jerseys for other teams. So talk about your background in that and helping the community out with your design.
Now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors. The center is Thaddeus Young. At one guard, Gary Trent Jr. At one forward, OG Anunoby. At the other forward, Scotty Barnes. At the other guard, Fred VanVleet. The head coach of the visiting team is Nick Nurse. Introducing the starting five for your Indiana Pacers. At one forward, 6'10", number 23, Isaiah Jackson. At guard, 6'5", number 7, Malcolm Brogdon. At forward, 6'8", number 1, T.J. Warren. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At one guard, 6'5", 0, Tyrese Halliburton. Your Indiana Pacers head coach is Rick Carlisle. Once again, the starters for your Indiana.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last year, COVID presented a lot of challenges. The Raptors, for one, played the whole season in Tampa. Their star, Fred VanVleet, said the NBA is a balance of the love and joy of one of the best sports in the world, mixed with $1 billion industry. Kevin, he's hoping this season's journey is more pleasure than business.
I know, David, it's a pleasure working with you. Thanks for that one. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Guard spots filled by VanVleet and Trent. Young out there with Barnes. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the Pacers, Warren is out there with Jackson. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Brogdon in at the 2 guard. And Greg, people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
I mean, we have roughly half a season.
Into the lineup.
Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Pacers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Shea Brissett, 1 shot.
And that one misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. The pass to Boucher. Another shot. Jacks up a 3. The Pacers pull it in. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And they're also clicking at the free throw line, not wasting any of those opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, they've got MP. And Stevenson is out there with Smith. And it's Brissett in at the power forward. Raptors leading by 4. And he drives in. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got 5 points so far.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And Indiana shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Now, here's Stevenson. He's guarded closely and a missed layup. And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved. Kevin plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the game. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Here's Duarte. He had 16 points in the win against the Lakers. Just five on the clock. He kicks it to Smith. Here's Stevenson. Barnes grabs the miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Flynn for the 3. Good on the triple. Flynn's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Stevenson. Covered by Birch. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pacers.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Duarte. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Flynn. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Stevenson. Toronto calls timeout.
Raptors timeout. Wings Riders Section wants a t-shirt.
Trent's checked in for Toronto. So it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play up.
Into the
Just
lineup
checked
for
in
the
for Young.
Raptors.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Brissett passes to Hield. Stevenson outside. Indiana again missing. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. So the Raptors 5 right now. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Barnes out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Birch in at the 5 spot.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. All alone. Good as the jump shot falls. Van Vliet's got 15 points in just the second half.
It's great watching Fred catch fire. When this happens, he dominates games with his scoring.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And that's an intentional foul. Great. You've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
And this...
What about these jerseys stood out to you? I mean, I looked at them and I was like, I gotta book a vacation or something, because these jerseys are like super relaxing and they're also very cool in terms of like the theme and design on them. How did you get inspired to make these?
So, with Darkcation, that's the name of the team I was playing on. Shout out to AP Pure Blood, that's her brand. What we wanted to
Over 3 and a half minutes. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let... anything shake them. This is what...
Love that. And of course, you've won the reward for it. You have any plans with that VC?
Definitely. I have a center I've been working on. He's at 84 right now. However, once I get to the 250K VC, he's already repped up to a 95 as of late last night. So I'm definitely going to put it on him and put it to use. So I'll be a secondary center when my center's not there for our pro-am team. So I really...
The buildings of Indianapolis are locations tonight framed against the beautiful nighttime sky. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not thinking I want to look nice or I want to make a nice move. I'm thinking about dominating the paint. Guys, I'm thinking about dominating sideline reporting.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Indiana, Halliburton is out there with Brogdon. Then there's Warren, and it's Smith, and it's Turner in at the 5, home in the paint. You know, Steve, now that we have some time away from it, how strange and wild were the NBA... Indiana comes up with a new group on the floor. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Jang, who's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. Lou Williams is checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Wright in for Trae Young.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wright with it. Guarded now by Jackson. In the corner, it's Hunter. Outside, Williams. Pass to Wright. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Wright.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Bucks ball.
6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Williams, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers, they've got MP. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. And it's Brissett in the power forward. Williams, rebounded by Jackson.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Knicks. And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19, a decade.
That's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding... He's checked in for Halliburton. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the court for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Deflects the pass. 6 on the shot clock. Outside to Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Young from outside. They get it again. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Capella's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
I hate to see that. I know everyone.
So it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Oh, do we have big news today in our basketball world? Is that our old friend MP officially wants out. We knew this thanks to the embarrassing interview he gave to Candace Green of the Pin Down. Not only did he confirm that he wants a trade, making this way too public, but he talked about where he wants to get traded. This kid is an embarrassment to the game. What have you done to demand a trade this early in your career, MP, and then make it all public like this? You're making it impossible for your GM, who overruled his coach to draft you, by the way, to get a good return for you. It's an embarrassment, plain and simple. But what do you expect from this so-called YouTube star? Not about the game, all about the fame. Carry on.
Yesterday.
There it is. Trill, congratulations once again.
Thank you very much. And I would love to give a special shout out to Adore. It's the group of people I play with. I appreciate them too. You know, they've been hooping with me a lot as well. I'm trying to get to that 40, get that jetpack this season.
The flat spin 360, often imagined.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing 4. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Oladipo in at the small forward. And for the Pacers, voice and coach. setting the floor for Miami. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Martin in at the small forward position. MP, the pass to Smith, and here's Turner, and there's a 3-second violation.
Yeah, that's no fucking smart.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Lowry. In his last outing, he had 11 points. That one falls.
Kyle Lowry.
Lowry's got 6 points.
Well, his ball handling ability is well known, and Lowry shows him off there.
Indiana trailing here.
Boy, Kyle Lowry is such a tough player, and I mean that physically and mentally. Whatever team he plays for, he's the leader, and he sets the tone.
Pass to Robinson. Inside. And Lowry with the basket on the assist from Robinson. Give him 8 points now.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
You know, it's amazing to think, Doris, that before 2019, some critics questioned whether Lowry could lead a team to a championship.
Well, those questions are now over because this guy has had a history of stepping up in the biggest moments. He will fight you tooth and nail for every inch of real estate between the lines. This is one of the most competitively tough players.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Heels checked in for Indiana. Here's Lowry. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Smith. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Brogdon, the pass to Hield. Now here's Smith. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Miami has gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. Smith against Lowry. And Adebayo slams it in.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
MP finds Turner. Back to MP. Brogdon up top. Back to MP. Pass to Turner. Smith outside. Brogdon with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Turner passes to Smith. And there's a 3-second violation. Halliburton. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 7-point. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there. Teams deciding to change it up. MP left side. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
TJ Warren out there with Miles Turner. Then it's MP. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to Stevenson. And here's Warren. And he banks in the layup. Warren's got 10 points.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Martin. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Pass to Stevenson. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Miami has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's Martin. And good. Coming on the setup by Oladipo. Martin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Stevenson, pounded by Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Here's Turner, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Hero for 3. Warren with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with him for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Brissett's checked in for Indiana. Rubio comes in for MP. Oladipo. Heat with some changes. Dedmon's checked in for Martin, and it's Lowry in for Oladipo. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key? Key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches.
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Here's Stevenson driving to the basket. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Lowry. Count that bucket. And the Heat lead by 20.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
That one's good for 2.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Right wing from downtown. He buries it from 3.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Here's Vincent. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Ooh, I'm thinking Vietnamese tonight.
By me.
Yeah.
Hey, good game, man.
So what are you trying to
See, that's what I'm talking about. What was that?
He'll get over it.
Look, Rick, this is supposed to be business. That look personal.
Well, you know it's both. Well, you telling me you wouldn't be mad if he asked for a trade?
All I'm saying is that's his life. He can do whatever he want to do with his life.
Okay,
That's all I'm trying to say.
It's also his team, MP, so yeah, you want out, he gonna take it personally.
Y'all making this harder than it's got to be.
What, you thought it was just gonna be rainbows and sunshine?
Is that necessary?
You
Whatever you
forcing
want to
your way
say
off
is
the team.
unnecessary, Rick.
Look, you gotta snap out of this, all right? This is only gonna get more intense from here, and I don't need you doing nothing stupid.
Doing something stupid? Doing something stupid how, bro?
You already stressing out because your teammates mad at you because you asked for a trade. If this is really what you worried about, you really gonna have a harsh reality.
I get it, fam. It's all just moving faster than what I expected. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, it's here now, man, so put your big boy pants on.
Like those JNCOs you got in the 8th grade.
That was a phase, and I was finding myself.
In a giant pair of parachutes.
You know what? You said you weren't gonna bring it up again. I'm done with you.
Hey, that was the last time, I swear.
Woo, you look like a clown, bro.
I love that, and the fans love them too as they voted on it. But talk about your background in competitive 2K, because I know you're a big gamer and you love competing competitively.
Definitely, definitely. So I play Pro-Am. It's very similar. It reminds me to like when I play AAU basketball, college ball. So it's pretty much, you know, you can control your own player. You got to play with your team to work with them. So I like that mode the best, although I also play like other modes too, like 3-on-3. But with that, I play Pro-Am myself competitively. I was in the 2K League draft.
Indianapolis, Indiana. That's the scene for the Bucks. Perhaps the most physically imposing player in the game. Giannis is looking to dominate and lead his team as they get ready for the Pacers. Bucks. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. We all know that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Greek freak, but he doesn't want to limit himself to any country. He said that family members have told me I can't be the face of the league because I'm not American. But man, if I can't do it being me, then I don't want to be the face of the league. I know where I came from, what me and my family have been through, and it's something I take pride in. Kevin?
Well said, David. Wonderful story. Thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. And forward, they have Middleton and Giannis. Allen is out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Indiana, Smith is out there with T.J. Warren, and there's Miles Turner. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Halliburton in at the point guard. So the Bucks win the tip.
In for the Bucks.
Deciding to change it up. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Javon Carter, shooting 1.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Pacers trail by 8. Down low. Jackson down low, working on Ibaka. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Milwaukee ball.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
The quick look, no good that time.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Duarte. Indiana moving the ball back to MP. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Hill with the drive, and Hill throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And well, continuity is such an advantage, and that is something that Giannis has.
You see the goal right now, really well. We run plays over and over again. Our offense is not complicated. I know what I got to fight for. I know as a team what we're looking for. So right now I can see a lot of plays.
And he's clearly a capable decision maker with the ball in his hands.
And his length, not just an asset finishing, but also finding angles to set up his teammates.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
Buddy Hield is out there with MP. And there's Jackson, and there's Miles Turner, and it's Duarte in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And the veteran marksman, George Hill, can still fire it from outside, can he, Brent?
Yeah, he's still a guy that understands the game. He has so much experience. He's still capable of knocking down big shots, and coaches still have confidence in him to be out on the floor and make the right play.
The pass to MP. Duarte passes to MP. Hield with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Turner dishes to MP. The shot by Turner, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ibaka banked in off the glass. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Hield outside. He dishes it to MP. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before a second violation. So Indiana. So as we conclude the first half, so far. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback. a new group in now for Indiana. Brissett has checked in for Miles Turner. Taylor comes in for Smith. And Stevenson's checked in for Wall. And MP subbed in for Brogdon. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Portis. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Chris Middleton.
And when Sacramento took Tyrese Halliburton 12th overall in the 2020 draft, they expected him to contribute right away. And Tyrese delivered, winning NBA Rookie of the Month in his first 2 months in the league. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
The coaching staff must be happy that they control their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Allen.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Allen. Brook Lopez is out there with Ibaka. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Outside Holiday. Fires the three. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And to make that...
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Milwaukee, Drew Holiday. At the line for one.
One shot.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan.
Yo. So I just got off the phone with your agents, and they want me to set up an interview with Candace Green. It's your turn to set the narrative.
Not gonna lie to you, man. I'm kind of nervous.
Well, as you should be. You're about to go on national television and complain about your boss. Now, I don't want you thinking that you're doing the wrong thing, because you're not. I mean, you got the right to work for whoever you want to work for.
Look, I hear you, Rick, but that's a lot of eyes on me, bro.
Yeah, that's why you make a lot of money. Facts.
Yeah, you're right. Candace Green, she is respectful. This ain't gonna be no Frank Valentine situation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all you're doing is applying a little pressure. Respectfully.
You make that sound so easy. Respectfully.
Well, I'm sorry, are we in the easy business? Because I could have sworn it was the NBA superstar / music and fashion mogul business, but I don't know.
All right. I got you. We got you, all right?
Look, just do your little manifestation, visualization thing, and just picture yourself killing it.
You right. You right, I got this. Yeah, it's cool. I got this.
Bet. So I'm going to call Candace, set up the meeting. I'll put it on your schedule.
Appreciate you, bro.
Anytime.
Years overall.
I love that. And talk about your advocacy for women in gaming and what that means to you.
I'm very happy to be representing women in gaming. I myself would have paved the way for people after me. So even if I had to do kind of the dirty work to get in there I want to definitely do that because it's important. I want gaming to be genderless, you know, it's be for everybody because anybody can pick up a controller, you know, and play, especially.
And it's a serious look this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena, getting set to do battle on enemy turf. Ah, what a great view of our setting this evening, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Smith in at the 4 slot. And for Minnesota, we've got Naz Reid, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. Getting ready for the Timberwolves. McDaniels is checked in for Vanderbilt. Prince comes in for Anthony Edwards. Beasley's checked in for Noel. And it's Beverly in for McLaughlin. And the free throw, no good. Indiana leading. Pass to Brissett. Now Jackson. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Duarte. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. To the paint. Back to Beverly. Rubio with the rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Duarte. That shot is off. Nice D from Reed. And it's Beverly on the drive. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You can't leave a lane to the basket available for Beverly because if you do, he jumps on it quickly.
Here's Duarte. Oh, and Reed with a block. It's good if it goes. And that's not going to go. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top, up by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on. The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
Patrick Beverly out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And, you know, Beasley saw a bigger role last year. Full slate of starter minutes were his. And it led to a career high in numbers. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
6 on the shot clock. Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. 3 on the clock. Here's Rubio. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Beasley, a much bigger part of this team, was more a role player early in his career.
And he's a bigger part of this team, PA, for good reason. He's a natural scorer who can fill it up, and he gives you a legitimate outside threat, and has now become a top option for this offense.
To the middle. Rubio passes to Jackson. Outside Rubio. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Down low. Jackson, right side. Outside Rubio. Pass to Stevenson. Goes up on the baseline. And the shot falls short that time.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them take this lead.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
So it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Some changes for Indiana. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Pacers.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge performance it was for T.J. Warren.
I'll tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hey, puts up a 3. The shot no good. And here are the Timberwolves. To the inside, Vanderbilt. And that one is hammered home.
That's That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Stevenson. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie.
Hey, Candace.
Hey, good to see you, MP. So thanks for reaching out to me, and I'm honored that you've chosen me to talk about this.
Oh, look, I respect how you approach things, and you were the person to tell this story.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, so let's get into this. So there's this rumored list about your preferred trade destinations that's circulating on social media. Is that a legitimate list?
Yeah, it's true. Hey, I told my agent where I wanted to go, and to get me there as soon as possible. Look, I need to be somewhere where I'm appreciated for who I am and not for who someone else wants me to be. It's just that simple.
Okay, well, any concern that going public with your trade demands might alienate the fans?
Not really. Look, my real fans, the ones that's been with me since day one, they ain't going nowhere. Now, some of these bandwagon cats who wasn't looking at me anyway, I don't worry about them.
Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Anything else you want to share with me today?
I think that's good for today, don't you?
I think so. I got plenty. Thanks so much, MP.
Hey, look, I'll see you soon, Candace.
All right.
Continuing our 2K TV awards, it's time for My League, where you take control of the teams, players, and everything in between. And the player that built the best dynasty in 2K22 is... Hehe36056, taking the title of My League MVP.
Congratulations. All right, now let's head over.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The tallest building in the state of Indiana, the Chase Tower, rising high above our location today at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. And now Washington's starting group. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Bradley Beal, and there's Porzingis, and it's Neto in at the 1 spot. And for the Pacers, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. Smith is out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the NBA with the long regular season, as we all know, are there things, Chris, that can make the season seem even longer or shorter for that matter?
Well,
Have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
At the line for Indiana, Buddy Hield, 1 shot.
Well, I gotta say, Hill is a impressive shooter. I mean, his accuracy can make bad shots look good. I mean, even won him a three-point contest trophy.
The feed to Avdia. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And big man Kristaps Porzingis, not resting on his laurels, he disrupts.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
And it's 7-3, and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
MP is out there with Hield. And there's Jackson. Then there's Warren. And it's Duarte in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Over in the corner, Avdia. That 3 off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Jackson throws it down home.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Washington leading now by 7. Avdia, the pass to Bryant. And here's Avdia from deep. It's hauled in by Warren. Hield outside. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now just a 4-point Wizards lead.
A genuine sniper from distance. Hill's three-point stroke is as good as it gets.
The big piece of the trade sending DeMarcus Cousins, Chris to New Orleans. Buddy Hield. He had to change teams in his second year in the NBA.
Yeah, I went through something similar. Getting traded early in my career. This is your team system. It's so hard to adjust to. Got to find the right opportunity. It's all about opportunity. Give credit to Buddy.
Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards out front. Up. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even. Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. Thomas Bryant comes in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
When Brian had that special night from the floor a few years ago, when he went 14 for 14, only one player in NBA history had more makes without a miss in a game. You might know his name. Wilt? Yeah, pretty good company.
So on the floor for Washington, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Beal in at the point guard. The Wizards working the ball around now. It's good.
Thomas Bryant.
Bryant's got the lead up to 13 now for Washington.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. Both sides of selfishness.
Checking
Just
in
a
for the
total
Wizards,
team effort.
Vernon Carey Jr., Corey Kispert, Thomas Satoransky, Ish Smith.
Here's Smith. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and...
All right, Kristen, so what's the word? You got some news for me?
I do.
Okay, and?
The trade's a go.
To where?
You're working with the best, MP. You think we'd get you anywhere but your top destination?
Yo, stop. Are you serious?
Yes. Look, I like jokes as much as the next guy, but I wouldn't kid about this. It's done. Pack your bags.
Pack your bags, baby! Yes! Hey, yo, I gotta call Ricky.
Kristen, look. Oh, my God. Thank you. You are a real one.
It was a group effort, but thank you. We're really happy we can make this work for you.
Hey, pack your bags. I'm packing my bags and I'm gone, baby. Yep. Okay. Yo, and Harvey, he cool with the trade package?
Given the circumstances, he's okay with the return.
Oh, man, that's a relief for sure.
To top it off, the public has a very favorable perception of how you handled this whole thing. So we're right where we want to be from a branding perspective.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. Yo, I just want you to know what you and your whole team did for me. I really appreciate it.
It's our
I really
pleasure. Truly. Now, all you have to do is prove that you were worth all this fuss.
Oh, say less. I'm out. Yo, Kristen, I will talk to you later. I have to call Ricky.
It's kind of crazy how similar this apartment is to our last one, huh?
Kind of freaked out, to be honest with you.
We freaked out, man. It's just called interior decorating.
Bro, even the layout's the same. Everything.
Dog, you know that like 3 companies build all the high-rises in the city. It's not that crazy.
This is depressing, bro. The sameness of it all. What is this?
Depressing? What are you, an architecture buff now?
I just would like a little originality, homie. I'm not trying to be controversial.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Is that what you want me to
Bro,
say?
I'm just saying, are you good? Like, are you anxious? What's the problem here?
Look, anxious ain't the right word, but look, you got a lot of eyes on you right now. And after everything that's happened, I mean, this trade is a huge story.
As it should be.
Look, just go out there and put your best foot forward tonight, all right? I don't need you turning it over and bricking shots just because you're trying to prove a point. If you do, the media will bury you.
Is this supposed to be a pep talk, bro?
It's just the truth. Yes, you have fans that love you, but you've also got a sizable group that hates all that you're about. And if you don't deliver, they'll make sure you hear about it.
Ricky, there's always pressure, bro. This is why I get paid what I get paid, okay? I got this. Stop sweating it.
All right, man, I want to make sure everything goes great for us. That's all.
Look, you did the manager thing. All right, sit back, take it easy. All I got to do is hoop.
Yeah, and if you play well enough, maybe we can get you a more original crib on your next contract. You know, I'm thinking something with some penthouse vibes. Yeah. It'll look different. I promise.
Now let's combine our last award, the Play Now Online MVP, with our next award, the 2K TV Interactive Wizard. Before we announce this year's 2K TV Interactive Wizard, let's go to another interactive question.
The Warriors just beat the Celtics in the finals, but when Team 2K TV took on a couple influencers, King Jordan and Bash World, in our Play Now Online finals preview, how many points did Team 2K TV win by?
Was it 3, 5?
And now the starting lineup for your New Orleans Pelicans. At the shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 5. In the middle, standing 6 foot 11, number 17, Jonas Valanciunas. At forward, 6'8", number 14, Brandon Ingram. At the other guard position, at 6'3", number 3, CJ McCollum. At forward, 6'7", number 1, Zion Williamson. The head coach of your home team, Pelican fans, that is your New Orleans Pelicans.
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Just about ready to get this.
Hey, Brian. Nikola Jokic said, quote, growing up in Serbia, I fell in love with basketball. Playing professionally at 16 years old, I developed fast. Now, when other players pull me or grab my leg, I love it. That's how we played in Serbia. Not fighting, but just the passion. I don't...
Great stuff, Allie. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Pelicans, Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Then there's CJ McCollum. And these teams...
Into the lineup.
Was he unstoppable? Sorry, Tim.
A different look for Denver. Najee, he's checked in for Gordon. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Morris in for Barton. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Morris against MP. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Morris for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
Well, a high-level floor general is what you get in Monte Morris, who's out there creating and not turning it over.
MP, the pass to Nance. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. You know, you talk to the coaching staff here. They rave about Morris's high basketball IQ.
Well, anytime that coaches can put a guy in to slow down or speed up the offense and know that he's not going to just hand the ball to the other team, that's a luxury.
Green's checked in for the Nuggets. Rivers comes in for Murray. And he makes it.
Capable from that kind of range. Larry Nance Jr. effective at using that area of the floor on that possession.
Morris outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Here's Rivers. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Rivers has got his second basket of the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Back to MP. Pass to Hayes. MP up top. Hayes, the pass to Nance. Hayes with it. To the wing on the left. MP outside. Back to Nance. The three. Denver grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Pass to Graham. Over Green. And there's Graham. That one's good. The assist by Nance.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Off the inbound pass. And Morris gets the three. Morris has got 6 points.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's...
And so it's Denver closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down.
The hustle work, you know, every day, twice a day. You just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, you know. And that's what I did.
Grant, that love for the game makes those long hours fly by.
Boy, are you telling the truth, B.A. I mean, his love and passion for the game of basketball is something you see every time he takes the court.
Monte Morris.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Hayes is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then it's MP. And it's Marshall in at the three, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. To the paint. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. 10 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pass to MP. Graham up top. Here's Marshall. Green covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Marshall. Yes, it's good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
MP against Morris. Inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And the Pelicans call time here. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. The Denver Nuggets in control with a 16-point.
Craziest man in the building. Whoever you want to get a free t-shirt.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's the Pelicans who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
A lot of people on social media were asking me about MP's game last night. And I gotta say, I'm not surprised. His coach was right not to play him earlier in the season. He didn't earn it. And there was a full display last night. Just goes to show you what a diva he is. He doesn't have talent, so he creates drama. That's all he knows. MP might stick around the NBA a little longer than I thought. But I promise you this. He will never be an all-star in this league, not even close. So all y'all talking that big talk need to pump y'all brakes that quick, because Perk says so.
Coach G, what's going on? Hey, look, I got to be honest with you. When my agents told me they was hiring you, I thought they was pranking me.
Am I that bad?
Ah, come on, look, you know you my boy. This is the best news I heard all month.
Yeah, well, Harvey didn't want a walking, talking reminder of how things went south with you, hanging around the training facility.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and luckily you put in a good word with this ownership group, so here I am.
Look, I told you my actions wouldn't affect you.
I'm not sure that's the lesson here.
Okay, look, I was just playing, man. Look, it's dope that you're here. And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to live with myself if you would have gotten fired over me.
Yeah, well, I think you would have figured out a way.
I mean, yeah, but it still would have hurt.
You know, I used to think you were adorable. Now I think maybe you're just devious.
Hey, look, Coach, I got to keep you guessing. A little mystery's part of the brain, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think we're done here. Good to see you, MP.
Good to see you, Coach.
Holy fucking shit.
What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at the 2K studios.
And I'm Alexis Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K23 Summer League.
On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At point guard, Saban Lee. At center, Isaiah Stewart. At small forward, Sadiq Bey. At the other forward position, Jeremy Grant. At the other guard position, Cade Cunningham. The head coach of the visiting team is Dwayne Casey. It's time to introduce the starting five for your New Orleans Pelicans. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 5. Starting at center, standing 6 foot 11, number 17. Jonas Valanciunas. At forward, 6'8", number 14, Brandon Ingram. The other guard, at 6'3", number 3, CJ McCollum. Forward, 6'7", number 1, Zion Williamson. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your New Orleans Pelicans.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Brandon Ingram is an all-star talent, but then again, this is what he expected would happen. He said, confidence got me this far. Even with my build, I always had it. I think I have greatness in me, and I'm not going to stop until I'm the best. He certainly is well on his way to fulfilling that prophecy, Kevin.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Bey and Grant are the forwards. Lee out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at center, locking down the middle. And for the Pelicans, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Jones is out there with McCollum, and it's Ingram in at the small forward. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as
going with a whole new group out there. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Stewart. Marvin Bagley comes in for Jeremy Grant. Diallo's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Joseph in for Saban Lee. New Orleans leading by 4. Pass to Graham. He kicks to Marshall. Now here's Nance. New Orleans moving the ball around. Olynyk with the steal.
God damn it.
Cunningham passes to Diallo. And here's Cunningham. Right side, Joseph. And there's the pass to Olynyk. And it's off from three-point range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Marshall dishes to MP. Gomez kicks to MP. Marshall passes to MP. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pelicans on top, up 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Grant. Marvin Bagley is out there with Olynyk. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. And it's Joseph in at the point.
Clean long-range shooting from Grant. His team counts on him to deliver that shot.
What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his workout. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent three ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
Marshall gets the bucket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Here's Joseph. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 5. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Nance. Herman Gomez trying to break free. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Give Kelly Olynyk credit, sticking with the shot despite intense coverage.
Some changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Brandon Ingram comes in for Larry Nance. And Lewis subbed in for Devontae Green. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Lewis kicks to Ingram. Here's MP. Back to Ingram. Over Olynyk. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by MP. Ingram's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Slam dunk by Diallo.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Both teams will make substitutions. So it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jeremy Grant, what a contribution. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. We've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with MP. Tony Snell is out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Marshall in at the force line. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Lee passes to Bagley. Here's Diallo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Snell finds McCollum. Marshall deciding where to go with it. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, it's not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding their roles and starting in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
Lewis checked in for C.J. McCollum.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Detroit ball.
The Pistons shooting about 42% so far. Now here's Hayes, covered by MP. It's tipped. Here's Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A big... Deciding to change it up.
Shooting for Detroit.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
They've gotten a lot of second chance points because of the work they've put in on the glass. It's really helped them.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Lee no good on the free throw. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out.
5 on the clock. Great open look there.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game. This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Valanciunas against Bay. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Detroit.
That little pump fake from Valanciunas can be deadly. The defender had to respect it.
That free throw, no good. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hayes is checked in. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Inside, here's Olynyk. The shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Pass to Marshall. Pass to to Snell. Kicks it out to MD. He dishes it to Marshall. For three, Tony Snell, and that's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
Well, I'm sad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA, and for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned into the game.
Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot in here, so let's take a look at the footage. Johnny, welcome to 2K TV. Now, you were just scanned for NBA 2K23. Can you describe what the process was like?
I've never seen that many cameras in one setting before, but, you know, it was a lot of fun just knowing that I'm going to actually be in a video game.
I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, so now, like, getting my face scanned and not having to worry about making a player, actually being in the game, I can't even describe it. Like, it doesn't feel real. Oh, the first thing I do when I turn on 2K23, I'm going to roster, going to my player, I'm going to edit, and he will have 99 everything and every badge.
You know, when you get into the NBA, you get an NBA logo above your player. So when you hop into the park now, you're going to be stalked by a lot of other people in the 2K community. How's that going to feel?
That's what I just asked about, actually, getting a logo, because I remember playing with guys like DeAndre Ayton. He loaded into my park, and I'm in college playing with my friends. I was like, let's go chase DeAndre Ayton. Like, we're just sitting around like NBA players in our park.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely finna step my game up. Can't be losing with the logo over my head. I know people are going to be coming at me, so I'm going to step it up a little bit.
I think it would be cool just to interact with the fans and different people. I think that's going to be a dope experience as well.
What does the game have to get right? Because you have a very unique look. So what do they need to get perfectly in the game?
I think it's going to be difficult because of my hair. I'm going to be changing it a lot, so hopefully they can be updating that and just the overall look.
I pretty much said my face. I need my face to be clear.
Okay, so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion, and my jumping ability.
If you were going to select a perfect My Team, with you included, you had to pick 4 other players, past or present. Who are you picking?
Curry at the point guard. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Small forward, me. Tim Duncan at the power forward. And center, Hakeem Olajuwon.
A lot of people select Tim Duncan. I think for how great, and he is I was just about to say, he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't mine.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time. Okay, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself in the video game every single day?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've always tried to like dream of being in the game, but now whenever I see like a real face scan version of me, it's still surreal. So it's been a lot going on.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment.
Richardson.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kello. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. As you know, DeJounte Murray is scrappy. He said, quote, "It's in my DNA. I've always been a dog. If I don't score a point, I'm going to rebound or facilitate or play defense. That's the thing that you've got to have. I just do anything to win." Guys, they love his competitive streak.
Boy, he does get after it. Thanks, Allie. A look at the Pelicans starting group. Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. And for the Spurs, Johnson and Pirtle, the big men. DeJounte Murray is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Richardson in at the 3. And we're in the middle of the season, Clark. Some teams that exceeded early expectations are starting to believe.
And that confidence is self-perpetuating. Again, you have success, it breeds more.
San Antonio ends up going with a new group.
At the line for San Antonio, Trey Jones, shooting 1.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from the three-point line so far. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Marshall. Pass to MP. Now Graham. Walker covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Graham, good for 3. Graham's got 5 now.
For somebody who takes a lot of threes, Graham shoots a really good percentage from distance. That's a good combination. Take a lot and make a good percentage of it.
Here's Walker. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Spurs up 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
They've got Lonnie Walker, Zach Collins out there with Doug McDermott, and it's Jones in at the 1. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Walker. Here's Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got his second bucket on the night.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. He's closely guarded. MP up top. Hernan Gomez inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Back to Jones. Pass to Collins. And here's Walker. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Offensive rebound. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And he drives in. Marshall with the bucket. He has 6.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the Spurs call time here. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
First half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were...
Pelican substitution.
Now here's Murray. So we see the Spurs get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
but life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see, though. But maybe on this one, we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact, he drove the most that we've ever seen since they started tracking the stat back in 2013. His blend of length, strength, and craftiness has been remarkable to watch. Guys?
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Jones is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Favors. Lou Dort out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2 guard. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really...
Checking in for the
It's going with a whole new group out there. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Passes to Marshall. Nance dishes to MP. Hernan Gomez passes to MP. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, someone you can trust. An excellent free throw shooter, very willing to perform in the clutch, someone you love having.
Over in the corner, Williams. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And no good. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
We've got Williams, Lou Dort out there with Muscala, and it's Man in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. The Thunder shooting 40% from the field. Williams passes to Baisley. They double him with MP. Dort wide open. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that. And for Darius Baisley, the forward, it's all about developing consistency.
That's exactly right, because Bays can go hot and cold night to night. Rebounding, we know that's there night after night. And think about it, he's got time. The offense will grow more consistent with time.
Williams finds Muscala. Over in the corner, Dort. A miss that time would have put him up.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Daigneault, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. Paisley, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Hernan Gomez. Brandon Ingram comes in for Marshall. And Lewis subbed in for Devontae Green.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Now here's Williamson. Not a lot of room. Pass to Ingram. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Paisley. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Williamson left side. Williamson double team. Outside Lewis. They grabbed their own miss. Back to Williamson. It's stolen. Here's Dort. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Loads it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder.
Now call for the Thunder.
Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
So both teams making some changes here. So that brings the first half to a close. It's the Thunder. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Alexei Pokusevski. At the line for 1.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Lewis kicks to Snell from deep. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. So we see the Thunder get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Tyler, you're getting an early taste of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The first time we talked to you was in 2019. You were just drafted. You were in the game for the first time. How has your life changed since then?
Actually, I'm better on the game now. I'm better in real life. I'm better on the game.
Okay.
Let's meet your New Orleans Pelicans. At the shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches.
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Berry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, VA. Guys, Giannis trying to keep his edge. He doesn't want to train with other superstars in the summer. He said, quote, "My competitive nature is so high. I can't do it. I just know myself. I want to just play for 20 years and then make friendships at the end." Guys?
An old school approach, Allie. Thanks. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. The foundation of this team, Middleton and Giannis, the 3 and the 4. Drew Holiday out there with Grayson Allen. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pelicans, Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. And then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Jones in at the 2-guard spot. And Grant, these teams both stacked in the front court.
Stacked indeed, B.A. The versatility demanded in today's game.
In for the Bucks.
It's going with a whole new group out there.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez, 1 shot.
and that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Go through the career statistics of Brook Lopez and the fact that he's been able to get to this 3-point volume. It's just astounding.
Nance right side. MP against Carter. Shoots from 12. They get the rebound. And Nance with the slam.
Hard for opposing teams to box out Nance because of all the activity that Larry Nance Jr. has. Plays alive on every possession.
Carter from outside. And it's Graham with the rebound. From deep. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Pelicans ahead, leading by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. One thing that makes the Greek Freak so dominant is he drives to score, but also to...
I'm a lot more comfortable. It's because my teammates trust me. My team trusts me to make the right play. And, you know, late in the game, I'm just trying to make the right play. That can be a pass. That can be a shot. But that's my mindset down the stretch.
Grant, I love that Giannis is not worried about the numbers.
I mean, B.A., he just wants to win. That's another thing that makes him great.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for New Orleans.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
For some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
On the floor for Milwaukee, George Hill out there with Javon Carter. Then there's Brook Lopez. Then it's Serge Ibaka. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. Hill with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, smart play there. George Hill good at figuring out ways in the paint to score the basketball.
MP outside. Graham finds MP. Here's Marshall. Back to Graham. Shot clock at 6. MP outside. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Pelicans making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Chris Middleton, a multiple All-Star, yet always seems like he flies under the radar. Coach Bud said with how steady and subtle his game is, both defensively and offensively, he's a heck of a player that sometimes I think is underappreciated. But guys, I'd offer, not by his teammates.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. To the inside. Clock at 6. Here's Lewis. He's checked by Carter. Lewis can't get it to go. The Bucks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Lets it go from deep. And it's Carter with the 3. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Nance outside. To the left side wing. Graham against Ibaka. Here's Nance. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Here's Hill. Rebounded by New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19.
the Milwaukee Bucks. Finish. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, this has been one. So the big win by New Orleans in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Got a daughter now, so things are it's good, you know.
When are we going to see you on a cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2K TV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The sun shining brightly on downtown Philadelphia. That's the setting for our broadcast today. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. C.J. McCollum out there with Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Then it's Harden. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Springer in at the 2. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight. Third substitution here for New Orleans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Nance comes in for Williamson. Devontae Graham's checked in for Jones. And MP subbed in for McCollum. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots. 2 fouls and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Harris passes to Reed. Harris against Nance. Harris looking it over. Over Hernan Gomez. No good on the last second attempt there. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. New Orleans on top, up by 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them at early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Shake Milton. Reed out there with Harris, and it's Niang in at the 4. To the middle, here's Reed. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Reed's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Philadelphia. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Korkmaz passes to Milton. Here's Niang. Drills it from outside.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
New Orleans has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall.
And love the size Milton gives them in the backcourt.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he's 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's a good finisher in the lane. Great around the rim. His shot release might be a little low, but because of his height, it hasn't been a problem.
Hernan Gomez kicks to MP. Clock is at 3. Kept alive, Hernan Gomez. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Poked away. Passes it to Korkmaz. Here's Niang. Misses off the right iron.
And they continue to control the glass.
Graham finds Hernan Gomez. It's good. And now a 9-point Pelican lead.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And the 76ers call time here. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And they got the better of this matchup last.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 1. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down. going with a whole new group out there. The free throw drops for Embiid.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons, they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Hernan Gomez. MP is out there with Tony Snell, and it's Lewis in at the point guard position. Doesn't go for him. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
And Embiid throws it down.
I love the activity from Embiid. He's doing whatever he can to keep plays alive. I mean, he's getting rewarded for it right there.
Lewis outside. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
It's your boy, Dan Rue. Many of you guys know me from doing dances throughout the few years. They put my jump shot in the game like 2 years ago, so everybody uses my jump shot because it's wet. Don't be jealous. Did your jump shot in the game? No. Exactly.
Professor, what do you think of NBA 2K23 so far?
It was dope. Right away looking at it, you could see the graphic upgrades, you know.
It's just about game time, and the Blazers never looked more confident than when they arrived earlier. Plenty happening down on Bourbon Street tonight, as always. A view which could only mean we're here in New Orleans. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, coming up, Damian Lillard wasn't the most touted. He said, quote, "I know what it's like to not have the lights on you. I did my work behind the scenes, not certain if I'd ever get the results. I don't forget what it took for me to get here. The work, the discipline, the humility, and the compassion. I stay true to that." BA?
Incredible. Thanks, Allie. So here's Portland's starting group. They've got Josh Hart, also Damian Lillard out there. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Joe Ingles. And for the Pelicans, Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Tonight, two teams that love to run. Smitty, the NBA keeps getting faster and faster.
You know, we all love scoring, and we love when teams play fast. But on the defensive end, you have to get stops. Music.
New Orleans in the lead. Devontae Graham out there with MP. Then it's Larry Nance. Then there's Willie Hernangomez. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Back to MP. Hernangomez inside. Eubanks is there. Just 4 to shoot. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Here's Nance. Kept alive. Hernangomez. Goes up with it again. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Trailblazers shooting just around 32% from the field. Pass to Simons. The 3. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Graham. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And small forward Nasir Little. Just 1 season with the Tar Heels. He was the number 6 recruit in the high school class of 2018. But 1 year later, Grant slid to the 25th pick.
NBA, he's showing signs that he probably slid too far. A long wait in the green room, but that's just one day. It's all about the work he puts in every day that will determine what he makes of his great potential.
Pass to Marshall. Here's MP. 13 feet out. Marshall can't hit. Portland trailing here. Inside, here's Eubanks. And a two-handed jam!
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Marshall. Pass to Hernangomez. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Little. Nice D from Nance. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Pelicans making a switch here. Lewis has checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic has checked in. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. To the middle. Here's Simons. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
New Orleans is shooting about 43% on this one. Graham, the pass to Nance. Here's Lewis. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Here's Lewis. Misses off the left iron.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Pass to Nurkic.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Simons. From the arc. Lewis with the rebound.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
To end the drought. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. The Trailblazers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Passed a little. This one for three. On target from range. 6 points for him.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New Orleans calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It had So it's New Orleans winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long, everybody.
Normally, and then B, I have history with 2K. So from 2K7 to 2K12, we did a lot of like the signature moves for a lot of like the NBA All-Stars and stuff like that. So to come back here and be in collaboration is awesome.
The game is actually really smooth. I like it. They slowed it down a little bit. It's more realistic. Until I get in the park and I max out 99 overall, we're gonna see what really happens.
Corey, we're here at NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Well, Cole Anthony has made a name for himself when it comes to hitting cold-blooded game winners. He said, I do this, man. I was bred for this. I'm not the type to go hide. I live for these ending moments in games. Crunch time, that's my time.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. Jones is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. And for the Magic, guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Wendell Carter is out there with Wagner. And it's Wagner in at the 3. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Okiki comes in for Carter. Terrence Ross is checked in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs.
Gotta step in front of folks, guys. I mean, he's solid when he comes rolling to the rim to hammer it down on these drives.
Graham dishes to MP. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Mr. Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Williamson's got 8 points.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 5. To the right side. Six to shoot. Hernan Gomez against Ross. That shot wide open. 10 points for Zion Williamson.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fultz, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Lets the three fly, trains the three-pointer. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
Here's Fultz. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. It's all tied in Orlando. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And one of the remaining veterans on this Orlando Magic team, Terrence.
T-Mac, Shaq, Kenny, even Dwight and them, it's just a great city to be in. They have great fans here, and they made some historic runs here, so it's exciting that, be somewhere there's a lot of history and there's a lot of guys that come through here, so I'm just happy to be a part of the organization.
And we know this is Ross's 6th season in a Magic uniform.
And Kevin, he's found his niche as a bench scorer and veteran presence. Good to have those steadying influences on a roster, even as a team goes young.
Devontae Graham.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Anthony. He's out there with Fultz. Alvin Lopez out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Okiki in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Okiki and... And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
Loads it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Nice pass from the point guard, Graham, there. Loves getting the ball over to his open teammates.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 4. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly...
Checking in for the Pelicans.
16 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. To the paint. Marshall passes to MP. Kicks it to Marshall. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Substitution.
They're trailing by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed him down low.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Pelicans substitution.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.